You want to hear content about the Philadelphia Eagles and the Philadelphia 76ers? That's straight to the point, no nonsense, no over-the-top shenanigans. Say what we got to say and keep it moving. Then you made the right choice coming to Nicky Steve's channel, so stay tuned. All right, Sixers fans, you've heard the news by now. And for those of you watching this video that haven't, Blake Griffin has signed a deal with the Brooklyn Nets for the remainder of the season. Now, Blake Griffin signing with the Nets is a deal because obviously the Brooklyn Nets are in the same division as us, and they're our main competition to currently the number one seed and the main competition in our division. With that in mind, now I've said that Blake Griffin, I saw a tweet yesterday of it was something along the lines of, okay, why is Blake Griffin on the trading block if he's so great? And I said at this point he's more of a liability than an asset. I stand by that statement. I think Blake Griffin in his current form is more of a liability than an asset to the team. If he weren't, he'd still be on the Detroit Pistons, or possibly he'd still be on the Clippers. But obviously that's not the case. And while I do think Blake Griffin is more of a liability than an asset at this point, considering the circumstances which Griffin is in, where he's now with the Brooklyn Nets, along with Kevin Durant, James Harden, Kyrie Irving, DeAndre Jordan, Blake Griffin's former teammate, this can be troubling because now the Nets add some depth to their bench. Like I said, I stand by that statement that Blake is more of a liability than an asset. However, he's a dangerous liability when it comes to competing with the Nets because he's a guy that can come off the bench. And I was looking at an article on ESPN.com, which I got in front of me. It said Griffin still averaged 12.3 points per game, 5.2 rebounds, 3.9 assists during his 20 games with the Pistons. And I'll put the link to that article in the description box. You can read it yourself. He also said, I want to read it accurately according to the article, so that the Nets imagine Griffin, 31, as a small ball center alternative off the bench. Obviously confirming that they see him as a bench guy. Now, for the Sixers now, because I've said in my half-season Sixers recap, click on the icon top right-hand corner, check that video out, Sixers midway season recap. Not the exact title of my video, but you'll get it. You click the icon right-hand corner. So anyhow, let's get Sixers mid-season recap. You'll know what video to click on. But anyhow, so now the Sixers are in a position. If they want to immediately answer to what the Nets are doing, you got two choices. Either pull off the trade for Kyle Lowry. If worst case scenario, you have to ship off a guy like Danny Green or Seth Curry, God forbid. You have to ship those guys off and ship off a first to get Kyle Lowry. Then do that. That's one option you could do. You want to answer immediately to the Nets signing Griffin. Or you could go, like I said in that video last week, get a guy like a George Hill, a guy like Delon Wright. You get either George Hill or Delon Wright, possibly work out a deal, try to get Mike Scott off the team if you can get one of those scenarios where you can get them to agree to take Mike Scott. If you want to get the best option you can get to counter, then you go for Kyle Lowry. So I could talk about that more in another video about scenarios for a Kyle Lowry trade or scenarios for a guy like a George Hill, Delon Wright, or other guys. But the point I'm making is, now with this move, the Sixers, I feel like they have to do something to answer the Nets. If they want to be contending like this year, they want to be in contention this year, they need to do something to answer. They definitely need to either get more depth on the bench or somehow pull off a trade for Kyle Lowry, one or the other. So I'm not going to ramble on for too long. We'll have to see what the repercussions of this are. We'll see how the Sixers respond to it. Also, speaking of the Sixers, we all heard the story Joel Embiid and Ben Simmons have to quarantine, which we seriously hope it's only for this week. Please let it be. Please don't let it go past this week. They have to quarantine. So we do got games on Thursday and Friday this week. Thursday, we got the Bulls at 8 p.m. And then we got the Wizards the following night on Friday at 8 p.m. Both are road games. So we'll definitely have to go into those games without Simmons and Embiid, which is going to suck, especially being that we struggled on the road this year. Doesn't look good, but hopefully it's only temporary and hopefully it doesn't hurt us too much. And that's all I'm going to say about this for now. Obviously, Nets got Blake Griffin. That could be troubling for us. I feel we have to do something to answer, either get a few more bench guys or pull off the trade for Kyle Lowry. Like I said, I don't want to ramble on too long. So that everyone watch. Of course, as always, thank you for watching. Hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't, and the notification bell. Leave a comment in the comment section. Let me know what you think about the Blake Griffin sign with the Nets. Do you think the Sixers should do anything to counteract? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. And most of all, to everyone, have a wonderful night or day. Nicky Steve signing off, and I'll see you for the next vid. You like that straight to the point mentality? No nonsense, no shenanigans? Hit that subscribe button, because that's what we do on this channel every video. Straight to the point, no shenanigans, no nonsense. If that's what you want, then you better hit that subscribe button.